Darren Sammy has found himself in hot water with ICC. He has been charged actually. But, but, you don't want to hear who will be the umpire for the next two test match going forward. West Indies versus Australia. Then again, I have the players rating for the first match. Stay tuned. We're talking cricket, man. West Indies cricket at its best. Stay tuned. Oh, you do welcome again. We're talking cricket, as I said. Thank you for being here. Subscribers, welcome. If you haven't subscribed, please do, man. It's encouragement to keep this channel going. Um, uh, a little thing here. Darren Sammy has found himself in hot water. What I mean by that, he has found himself being charged by ICC. But I'll be honest with you, most people kind of agree with what Sammy said. To be honest, because I'm not gonna read what he said, but there was some real harsh umpiring against us, especially the third umpire, right? I cannot see our someone of technology. It's not the naked eyes knowing. The naked call is made on the field. But you sit down with a lot of TVs and so on. You have time to look if the ball is being played, if the ball touched the bat before LBW decision, if the catch is taken properly. You have all of that. But yet still you made the wrong call. And so a question must be asked. So although the West Indies lost in 3 days, right? Some people still have sympathy, yeah, because some calls were very, very harsh against the West Indies team, which is true. Very, very true. So, take for example the chase LBW. The ball touched the bat. We saw it. The ball touched the bat. The third umpire didn't. Take out, for example, the Hope, right? Sorry, Hope, that's inside edge. It touched the bat. The chase LBW, right? Those things are questionable. The catch. Those things are, it's some calls were, and then most of them did not go the West Indies way. So when West Indies appeal, it didn't go his way. So a lot of things happened during that match. A lot of things happened. So Sammy was being interviewed, post match interview where the coaches talk, and he did talk his mind. So this is what Sammy said, and I'm quoting him. But you have to listen now. I'm gonna read what he said, and I'm gonna read the charges. But very important, I'm gonna read something at the last part. All right. I remember I have the ratings for the players coming up. All right. So I quote Sammy now. These are Sammy words. You don't want to get yourself in a situation where you've been wondering about certain umpires. Is there something against this team? But when you see decision after decision, then it raises the question. That end of quote. So that is what Sammy said. He said he don't want to question the umpire, say wondering about, say, but is there something against the West Indies team? This team, he said. Again, I may ask the same. If I was the coach, I may ask the same question. To be honest, because these calls by the third umpire was questionable, and I said you have technology. You can sit and analyze and see what it takes. You can draw it up. You can come on, man. Come on. All right. So Sammy was fined 15% of his match fee for a level 1 offense. One demerit point has also been added to his disciplinary record. His first offense in 24 months. So in 2 years, this is his first offense. He was fined 15% of his match fee, right? And he got a demerit point. That's how it works. If I believe if you get certain amount of demerit point, you can't quote for a period of time and so on. So it kind of add up, right? So he said that Sammy admit to the offense, right? And he said the level 1 offense carry a minimum penalty. right? They reprimand a maximum of 50% of the match fee fine along with 1 or 2 demerit points. As I said, the demerit points, these are things that add up and over a period of time. You are suspended or you have to sit out 2 games or so on. You all understand the match fee, 50% or 15% is taken. However, Chase said something equally. The same thing Chase was saying about the umpires. But we haven't heard anything about Chase. But listen to this now. I'm just dealing with this before we go into the players' ratings. Listen to this. This is very, very important. And I think the West Indies should really write to the ICC, really demonstrate against this, really protest against this. Listen to this. Old Stock. Now, Old Stock is the South African umpire who was the third umpire in the first test. Let's go again. Old Stock, the name, his name, the umpire who was the third umpire in the first test, Old Stock. Listen to this, listen to this. Old Stock is due to be an unsealed umpire for the next 2 tests in Grenada and Jamaica. So the next 2 tests, this third umpire will be the umpire on the field. Can you believe this? No, 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 no. Trouble ahead. This is serious, people. Allstock, who was the third umpire who made the rulings against the West Indies with technology, he now will come on the field to make the decision. People, I wouldn't be so confident in my appeal. Believe me, I wouldn't want him around, to be honest. But that is, and then he's not gonna be in one match, Both matches that remain in the series, he will be the umpire. All right. So, after every match or so, I kind of come up with a rating for the players. So it's 1 to 10, right? 1 to 10. 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. So I'm gonna rate these players, right? Let's start with Craig Brathwaite. Craig Brathwaite, he made 4 in the first innings and 4 in the second innings. So in the match, a total of 8 runs in 2 innings. Craig Brathwaite, he got a poor grade of 2. So out of 10, Craig got 2. That's where it goes. John Campbell, 7 first innings, 23. That shot that John played, we don't want to remember it. It was terrible. John, in his effort, 2.5. Yes. Right? Casey Carty, 2020. That's 40 runs in the match. Carty stays there, and Carty, it's a pity that he didn't carry on as own. But I have 3 for Carty, right? Brandon King, 26 in the first, debutant. He should do better. I'm not gonna give Brandon too much in his first test match. I'm gonna give Brandon a 3 also. Chase, 44. Captain Chase, 44 in the first, second innings he made 2. Thereabout. I'm gonna give the captains 3.5. To be honest, I didn't think he was out in the first innings. He was batting very well. That break his momentum. Greaves, 4 in the first innings, 38 in the second. Greaves, that crucial catch that you drop with Ed, and we never forgot that. You drop more catches in the match, although you got wickets. That 38 wasn't too bad. So for you, I'm gonna give you a 3. Let's go into the bowlers now. Shamar Joseph, 9 wickets in the match. Very, very good. Outstanding bowling from Shamar. Shamar Joseph, for me, get a 7.5 in this match. Right? 7.5. Seals bowled very well in the first innings, 5 wickets, but he only got 1 in the second. He wasn't that effective in the second innings. For me, he got a 5.5 in this match. Azari Joseph, 2 wickets overall. None in the first innings, only 2 overall. For me, he got a 3. Greaves Justin, 2 wickets in the match. His bowling, his batting, his all-round ability. Let's grade him from that. And Justin Greaves, Oh, I grade him up here already where I gave him 3. Okay. Yeah, maybe I was looking at his batting alone. For his all-round performance, let's move the 3 and give him a 4 for all-round performance. Bowling and so on. All right? That's me. That's my grading. That's me there. But I can't feel comfortable with old stock. The third umpire being in the middle. I cannot feel comfortable with it. All right, you tell me. You tell me if West Indies should appeal or protest or thing about it. Or is no big deal. All right, Caribbean people, we love our cricket. Take care. We'll talk, man. We'll talk. All right. Remember the test match, Grenada. When it starts, Thursday. See you.